Hey, hello everyone. So we will start the Spark interview series. We will cover all the Spark interview question in this series. We will learn lot of things, project, many things. So we have a one Spark interview question, so you can learn it. Explain the architecture of the Spark. Wow, very good question. Explain the architecture of Spark. Hi friends. So you will definitely this question explain the architecture of Spark and so you need to give the explanation. So in this series, I will give you the proper answer. What kind of answer you should be give? What is the you say Apache Spark because you need to give the proper answer, right to answer. You don't need to go here and there. So you say Apache Spark framework use master slave architecture. The Apache Spark framework uses a master-slave architecture that consists of a driver which runs as a master node and many executors that run across as a worker node in the cluster. Is clear? So first question they will say, what is Apache Spark architecture? So you can say Apache Spark framework. You, you can use a master-slave architecture. Simple. So whenever examiner and interviewer asking you, explain the architecture of Spark. So you can say Apache Spark framework use a master slave architecture that consists of driver which run as a master node and master execute many executor that run across the worker node in the cluster like this one. So let's frame this question again. Explain the architecture of Spark. Interviewer asking. Means Apache Spark framework use master slave architecture, right? Apache Spark framework use a master slave architecture. Till now, any doubt, any question? That consists a driver node that run as a master node, which run as a master node. Okay, driver node is a master node and many executors that run across the worker node in the cluster. This is all cluster. I think you will get this question definitely. Or please follow this solution like this one. Explain the architecture of Spark. Apache Spark framework use a master slave architecture that consists of driver which run as a master node and many executors that run as a worker node in the cluster. So now we can learn each and every component. The Spark driver, right? Whenever say explain your architecture, just you explain this one, right? So this is a explanation. I think this is a enough. So whenever they say explain the architecture of Spark, the Apache Spark follow the master slave architecture that consists the driver node which run across the master node and there is a many executors that run across worker node in the cluster. I think it is clear. Or this is a diagram you follow. You don't need to go any other answer. You have to follow this answer. All right. Thank you, everyone. Please follow the channel, like, subscribe as much as possible. Thank you. I think you don't, you just speak this one. If I would definitely, I would say they will ask what is the driver program cluster measure, how work. We can discuss later, but currently saying what is the Spark architecture? Explain the architecture. So this is the explanation. This is one cluster manager, worker node, driver program. That's it. So whenever your interviewer asking, explain the architecture of the Spark, the Apache Spark framework use the master-slave architecture that consists of driver which run as a master node, and many executor that run across as a worker node in the cluster. And there is the cluster manager, which managing the driver node and worker node. That's it. All right. Thank you, everyone. Please like and subscribe.